It is the official odd couple. ALCS, NLCS, and World Series predictions. But before we look
couple
forward,
is large down low.
That's right.
That's right. At least 9 innings.
Oh my God, I love this show.
I said innings.
But before we go forward, we got to look back because you guys did a preseason edition.
Uh-oh.
And I must say this. Neither one of you have a chance to win in the preseason.
Wow.
Rob had the Yankees over the Padres.
Disaster.
Chris had the White Sox over the Giants.
Disaster.
Oh my gosh.
However,
I didn't count on Tim Anderson getting floored.
However, in the award category, you're still alive. Rob's AL Cy Young of Garrett Cole, still very much alive right now.
Garrett Cole's going to win it. I feel real good about
And
that.
Chris's NL MVP of Ronald Acuna Jr.
Did you have
I'm
Ronald
good.
Acuna? Look at
Yeah.
Chris is like,
Is
I
the
did.
favorite.
Wow.
So that means America, at least half of these picks are going to be right.
All right.
Maybe not all of them, but half of them. Because
That's
these guys
not
got
bad.
a good track
At
record.
least we had 2 right, Chris, right?
Right, exactly.
We're going to get it started in the ALCS. You got the Twins and the Astros. You got the Rangers and the Orioles. Rob Parker, we'll start with you. Who's making it to the ALCS of those 4 teams, Rob Parker?
All right. So we got it again. Give me Twins and Astros.
And Rangers, Orioles.
I'm going to go like Astros are going down. I didn't like the way, Chris, they finished the season. If you remember, they scuffled. I know they won the division on the last day. They lost 5 out of 6 to Kansas City and 2 out of 3 to Oakland. Like to give up the division when the Rangers passed them. And then they won the last day. I'm going to go with the Twinkies. And you know why? Because the guy they double back to go get, Carlos Correa, Chris, is magic in the postseason.
He
had a bad year, and he already had a big hit yesterday. He's made a couple of defensive plays. I'm going to go with the Twinkies. And then in the other series, the Orioles are a great story. Everybody loves Baltimore, has a long tradition of baseball, but they haven't been good, Chris, for a number of years. But I'm going to say this. The Texas Rangers are the new fun bunch. Corey Seager looks like he was when he was with the Dodgers. He's great. Marcus Semien had 100 RBIs, Chris, from the leadoff spot. Jordan Montgomery has been pitching well for them. And you know what? They're doing this despite not having DeGrom, and there's a chance that Scherzer, who threw without pain, could come back. I love the Orioles. I love their story, but I'm going with the Texas Rangers and the Minnesota Twins.
All right, I am going with the Astros to advance to the championship round for what? The 7th straight year. You talk about magic in the postseason. There's no one more magical than the Astros.
Even if they use hocus pocus?
That's right. It's a little, they use hocus pocus. And Jose Altuve, I get it. He wears transistor radios in his jersey. But that dude is clutch. That dude lives for this time of year. I like him even though he's a cheat. But no, they're a great team. And I know they finished poorly. They didn't play well at the end of the season. But they played well enough, Rob, to get that bye, and I think they're going to benefit from it. So I got the Astros advancing on one side of the bracket. And then I'm with you on the other one. I got Texas. Look, early in the year, before they were besieged by injuries,
right,
they were playing great.
They were.
Offensively. They were like right there with the Braves. I think they were even hitting better than the Braves. And the Braves obviously had a historic hit season from the plate. So now that they're healthy again, obviously the pitching, is a question. But I'd be shocked if they get Scherzer back. Wow, that'd be great. But I'm going with the Rangers, Rob. So it'll be Rangers against the Astros in my bracket.
All right, sticking in the ALCS before we shift gears to the other side. Rob, you got Twins Rangers in the ALCS. Who's moving on and representing the American League in the World Series?
I'm going with the Texas Rangers. They spent $500 million, Chris, for two guys up the middle. They've been getting pitching. And if Scherzer comes back and he's pain-free and can get them a couple of wins down the road, I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers. They rolled the dice. They opened up their purses. They are an explosive, fun team to watch. I think they continue to hit. Look what they did in the wild card. 11 runs, and the pitching gave up only one, Chris.
I can't argue with how well the Rangers have been playing. But give me Houston.
Oh, look at you.
I'm looking for potential. I said it, Rob. Are they a dynasty? They're not yet. They keep getting to the ALCS. They still got their 2 World Series in recent memory. But if they could get another one, then you're talking about 2 World Series and back-to-back. You're talking about 3 in about the last 7-8 years or so. So I think they would be a historic team. And as we said, they're erasing all that memory of the cheating, the garbage cans, and all that stuff. So I've got Houston getting back to defend their World Series title.
All right, we move on to the NL, where we have a couple of interdivision showdowns. First off, the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers from the NL West going head-to-head. And then in the NL East, you got the Phillies and the Braves. Rob Parker, who do you like to make the NLCS? I
know the Phillies got the Braves last year. A lot of people are hoping for the same kind of magic. I'm not one of them. The Atlanta Braves are loaded, Chris. They got everything. I like that team a lot. I love Philly, and Bryce Harper deserves to win a championship at some point. But it ain't going to be this year. I got the Braves in that series. And then I don't like the Dodgers pitching at all. I really don't. And I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to pick Arizona in an upset. I do not like the Dodgers pitching. It scares me. I know a lot of Dodger fans are sick that I even said that, Chris, because they had a great year offensively. Their pitching scares me.
They're going to be like, stay in Arizona this weekend. Stay all week.
Right?
Yes, Atlanta is a phenomenal team. They're the best team in baseball. But the best team in baseball doesn't always win the World Series. In fact, Rob, I think more often than not, they wouldn't win the World Series, or they don't.
That's
at least
history,
the team with the best record, right? But this is a historic team. This is an unusual team. This is one of the greatest hitting teams that we've ever seen. And I do have the Braves advancing to the championship round. And I am going with those Dodgers, Rob. Obviously, their postseason play has been suspect. The pitching, obviously, a question mark. But I'm looking for Clayton, and I'm looking for the crew to do some spectacular things in this series. So I've got Atlanta v. Los Angeles in the NLCS.
All right, Rob, Braves and Diamondbacks. Who, in your opinion, is going to be facing the Rangers in the World Series? Who do you got?
It's going to be
the
Atlanta Braves. Yep, Atlanta Braves. I got Atlanta Braves and the Rangers in the World Series.
All right, I got Atlanta progressing as well. I've got Atlanta versus Houston in the World Series.
All right, for all the marbles, Rob, quickly, Rangers, Braves, who's walking away with the big trophy?
I got the Atlanta Braves, even though the best team doesn't normally win. But in this case, I don't see any holes in that team. I like that team a lot.
Well, this one will be anticlimactic because I'm going with the Braves as well.
It's hard not
to. Yeah, look, they're the best team, as we said, Rob, and the hitting is spectacular. Acuna does it all. You got Olsen with the home runs. The bullpen, I think, is a weakness, but I think they can overcome that with their offense. So I'm going with the Braves.
You know what that means, America? The Braves are getting eliminated in the NLDS. You heard it here.
In the NLDS.
Wow.
We didn't even get to the championship series.